Hello everyone, today I'm going to be making a public announcement about the Corona tax relief and the economic impact payment check that the government is sending out. So you need to know if you need to do anything in order to get this money. You may or may not have to do anything. If you already filed your 2018 or 2019 tax return, you don't have to do anything. The IRS would calculate your eligibility and they will send you the payment if you qualify. Either 2018 or 2019, if you filed, you don't have to do anything. However, if you did not file your 2019, you should file for 2019. And the reason is this. Maybe your adjusted gross income did not qualify you under 2018, but you may be qualified under 2019. So what you need to do, you need to e-file with a tax professional or get TurboTax or some other software. You can free file as long as your adjusted gross income is less than $69,000 at the IRS website, and make sure you do direct deposit. So this way you'll get your money much faster. Now, this recording is for the people who are not required to file. So this is non-filers. So remember, if you are required to file, then you file. Now I'm going to tell you who's required and who's not. So if you are required to file, you cannot use this website. You have to use those resources, either a tax professional, free file on the IRS, or do it yourself, basically, TurboTax. So let's click on non-filers, enter payment information here, and you will know if you need to file or not file, or if you are eligible. So click here. So first, who is eligible for the economic impact payment? You have to have a valid Social Security. You cannot be claimed as a dependent on another taxpayer. So listen to me carefully. Most college students, here's what's happening, and this is the kind of the disadvantage or the bad thing about this economic payment is college students. They are oftentimes, most of the time, they are dependents of their parents. And guess what happened? They are dependent of their parents, therefore they don't qualify for the payment, and they are above the age of 17, they don't get the $500. So this group they really got left out. But, this is what Congress decided. There's nothing we can do about this. So ask your parent, am I a dependent on your tax return? And they would know if you are a dependent or not a dependent. If they don't know, ask them to ask their tax advisor or their CPA if they claimed you. If they did not claim you, that's excellent news for you. It means you are not a dependent, therefore you qualify. You qualify as, in quote, independent, since you are not dependent. There's no such thing as independent. You will have to file your own return. If you are not required, this is where this website will help you. You want to tell the IRS that you exist, you are not a dependent, send me the money. And you have to have an adjusted gross income under a certain limit. If you're making too much money, you would have to file. You would still be eligible for the payment, but you would have to file. In other words, here's the limit. If you are a single individual and you make less than $12,200 for 2019, you don't have to file. But if you make more than $12,200, you have to file. Therefore, you cannot use this site. This site is for notice, it's non-filers. So if you don't have to file, if it's a married filing jointly, it's $24,400. For 2018, the number is $12,000. For 2018, if you are not a dependent and made less than $12,000, you don't have to file. You just have to fill out this form I'm going to be showing you in a moment. Okay, so in other words, you cannot be a dependent, and if you're making too much money, you have to file. You would still get your money as long as you made your adjusted gross income below 75, you would still get the full amount. If it's above 75 but below 99, you'll get some money. Above 99, you don't get anything. Now, for married filing jointly, the limit will start at 150. And it will phase out, I believe, at 200,000. But you could, I'm not sure, I don't know the phase out for married, but I believe it is 200,000. So who is required, or who should fill out this non-filer forms? Okay, well, if you fill out your 2018 or 2019, you don't need this form. The IRS will have your information. If you receive Social Security, disability, or survivor benefit, you don't have to fill out this form. Even though you did not file your income tax return. For this group of people, the IRS will have your information, and they will compute your payment and they will send it to you. Individuals who receive railroad retirement benefit also don't have to use the service, because also the IRS will have your information. So who should use this non-filer status? Well, eligible U.S. citizen or permanent resident who had gross income that did not exceed $12,200 for 2019 or $12,000 for 2018 if you are single, $24,400 for married couple for 2019 and only $24,000 for 2018. We're not otherwise required to file. If you are required, you cannot use this form. So this form only for the people who are not required to file and did not file and are not dependent. Okay? So how do you fill out this form? What do you need? Well, you need your full name, current mailing address, email address, date of birth, valid social security. Let me walk you through the form. It's pretty simple. It's very straightforward form. I'm surprised that the IRS will have such a simple form. So let's go ahead and click on enter payment here. Click on get started. And basically, first you have to create an account. So you have to put an email address, user ID, phone number, and a password, and confirm the password. After you create your email, after you create this account, the first thing you need to do is go to your email address and confirm your email. So if your email is not confirmed, you cannot complete the application. So go ahead and confirm your email. I'm going to create an account, then I'm going to show you what you're going to see next. So after you create an account, so I created this account, mfarhat777, and I have my email address. I click on continue. And here's the form. Well, the form, you have to tell the IRS whether you are single or married. Then you have to fill out your name, your social security, your address. If you are married, you have to put your spouse's name. If you have dependent, you'll add the dependent here. Here they ask you, someone can claim you. If the answer is yes, you as a dependent, automatically you don't qualify. They stop. You don't have to fill out this form. Then you have to put your banking information. Let me fill out the form just basically and show you what it looks like filled out for a single individual. So basically, this is what I did. I put my name, my social security, an address. I am filling this as a single. Routing and account information. Click on checking. You click on the next step. So this is page 2. On page 2, it's personal verification. They will ask you about either your adjusted gross income for 2018 or the 5-digit selected signature PIN if you have one. And if you did not have to file, if you were not required to file, you'll put under the taxpayer, adjusted gross income is 0. You will need to put your the day that you are signing for. It's April. Today is the 11th, 2020. Your cell number, you put your cell number here, 555-1212. It doesn't matter. You can choose a 5-digit, five PIN numbers. Don't choose zeros or 1 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 5 6. Your date of birth, 01/01 1977. Now you need to put your state ID, either state ID or driver's license for identity purposes. Notice here they said my email has not been confirmed. Continue to e-file, and you go to the next step. So this is basically, it's a pretty straightforward form. I'm pretty surprised that it's that straightforward. And once you have an account, you can check your e-file status to make sure everything is good, and you'll have an email. Now remember, do not go to the site from anywhere else except the IRS. So when you start this process, go to irs.gov, because a lot of people nowadays are trying to get your information, social security, date of birth. They would love to collect this information for identity theft. Anyhow, if you're a college student, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Study hard, good luck, and stay safe during those coronavirus days. Good luck.